Does this seem like an important stretch of time? With the home streak ending and the All-Star game coming up, is it time to make a move? I think every point is important. I wouldn't say the All-Star game is critical. It's more of a fun event. I feel like this is a big game for us. We've had trouble playing consistently. We win one game, then lose the next, then win again, then lose again. We need to figure out how to put together a streak of really good games. Then we head on the road for back-to-back games, which is always tough no matter who we're facing. We play Connecticut first, then New York. Steph's message was that even though the All-Star break is coming, our focus should stay on the 3 games we have left before it. So in that way, I do think it's important to keep our focus on the next game. I feel like everyone in the locker room is doing that. Yeah. Hi, Caitlin. You've had such an amazing shooting career, but the last 5 games have been the closest you've come to what could be called a slump. For sure. From my perspective, I don't think it's anything mechanical or wrong with my shot. It's just basketball. I was talking to our player development coach yesterday, and he sent me a few examples, like even Steph going through a slump. He told me Steph was something like 27 for his last 70 shots. Even the best in the world go through slumps. That's where you can find confidence. For me, I always rely on knowing how hard I've worked. So, this slump isn't going to last, and the best players in the world go through this. I feel like I'm getting good shots, which makes it frustrating because those are the shots I usually make. I was really proud of myself during the Atlanta game. I feel like that was one of the best 4 games I played in my WNBA career. It's frustrating when your shots aren't falling, but when I check the stats, I see I'm just 4 shots away from having a really good game. That's how I find my confidence. Hey Kaylin, you've known Paige since middle school and you were both on the U19 World Cup team. Was there anything about her back then, on or off the court, that still feels true today? I think she's played the same way since we were on the U16 and U19 teams. Even when I watched her in AAU, she's always been smooth and just takes what the game gives her. Her mid-range shot has always been as good as it is this year. She plays way older than her age, confident and smooth. She does everything at a high level and can score from all 3 levels. That's how she's always played, and it has clearly worked out really well. Everyone knew it would. Yeah, I think her strength is being smooth and going with what the game gives her. She never forces anything. She's always stayed true to that. To add to that, Kaylin, how strong is your friendship over the years? And what is it like to compete against someone you know is just as hardworking and determined as you? Yeah, we've always been friends. I wouldn't say we're best friends who talk all the time. It's tough since we went to different colleges and took different paths. But I've always been a fan of hers and have supported her. I watch as much as I can because I love basketball and admire people who compete hard and help their team improve. That's what she's always done. I really admire how she plays. I admire the confidence she has in herself. You know, every single 4:15 night she steps up to the challenge. She doesn't shy away from anything. As a competitor, that's what you really love, strong competition. I think that's what I appreciate most about her. Also, her leadership stands out. You could feel it at UConn, and now in the WNBA, she's definitely a leader for the Wings. Whether it was her first game or now in Game 20, she's been a key voice for the team. Kaylin, I remember you said a few weeks or months ago that you're not the most patient person. Given what you've gone through with your injury this year, and coming back and trying to find your shot, do you feel like you've grown in that area? Is it still a work in progress? How's your self-talk? I know you mentioned it with Rachel's question. For sure, it's a balance. Steph and I were talking yesterday. I've been in and out of the lineup, trying to come back, find my legs, and find my shot. There are so many things going on, and I'm also trying to help the team win. I feel like there are a lot of positives from how I've improved in the last 2 games, which Steph was pointing out to me. But when it comes to patience, I'm not a very patient person. I think that goes back to the previous question. That's what's been a bit more frustrating for me. My shot feels really good, and I feel like it's almost there. So I'm like, okay, when will I have one of those great games? I know it's coming, but this has been one of the biggest areas I've grown in during my career in this season. Being in and out of the lineup and dealing with inconsistency has really challenged me mentally. I know this will definitely pay off eventually and it will only make me better. So I try to see it that way. Okay, you just mentioned your own consistency, but the team has also talked about being more consistent as a goal before and after the break.